To kick off this second season of the Innovative Schools podcast, we're sitting down with Michael Bonner to talk about the different ways that you can prepare both mentally and practically for that first day of school. Come on, let's learn together. Hey everyone, welcome to the new season, season 2 of the Innovative Schools podcast. We're so glad that you are with us on this episode. We got some new things for you. We're really looking forward to this season. Today, Will is hosting with us. Hey, Will.
Hey, Jordan, what's up, man?
Not much. We're just hanging out, starting season 2. Are you excited?
I'm so excited to be a part of this.
I'm really excited that you're going to be more involved this season than last season.
Me too. I'm ready.
That's good. So I had a question for you.
Yeah.
This is the first episode. It's right at the beginning of the school year. A lot of teachers either going back to school or some may have even started school. How would you describe, thinking back, was your first day of school as a student? What are things that you remember from that first day?
I think I remember waking up and seeing the clothes I picked out next to me on the bed.
The brand new fit?
Yeah. I think I remember having that prepared.
Did your mom my mom always bought that like 2 months earlier, and I wanted to wear it so bad, but I had to leave it pristine.
Oh, no. I probably would have worn it as soon as I got it, but then I had to immediately put it in the washer again. I had to keep it ready for that first day. But I think I remember waking up, seeing it ready, going to the bathroom, getting ready to go, coming back, and just imagine what it's going to be like. I think I remember getting to school and seeing everybody again for the first time, all the smiles, all the laughter, and then immediately looking at the syllabus for what's coming up. But I'd say mostly all good memories going back to school.
I just remember a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Every teacher was like, here are the rules for my class.
Did you break all of them a lot?
There was a good number that I immediately said, well, that's not going to last.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
The other thing I remember mostly is how none of my teachers could do math.
Really?
Well, so they would all say, you're going to have like a minimum of 3 hours of homework in my class.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's 5 classes. That's 15 hours of homework every night.
Yeah.
There's literally no way.
Yeah, how are you going to play video games around the,
it was kind of depressing.
It
was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
That first day of school, though, I'm glad you brought the magical part into it, and I'm just like doom and gloom about the first day. But I bring this up because we have someone who is about to have 13 first days of school as a teacher.
Yeah.
And he's with us here on this podcast. I know you can see him over there, so it's not really a surprise.
What do you mean I can't?
But we're excited to have Michael Bonner joining us on this podcast.
Man, I'm excited to be here, kicking it with you two today.
Yeah, I'm so glad. You came in hot. You came in ready to go.
Hey, it's good to have it. You have to make it entertaining. People want something they want to see, sit back and enjoy. So, we can't be boring. We don't want to be like the teachers on the first day. Some teachers on the first day of school, right? We're not doing that, right? But no, I'm really honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Awesome. What do you remember as a student as your first day of school?
I remember getting the clothes out. I remember laying them out on the bed the night before, and in my mind, I'm like, ooh, the girl's going to love this outfit right here, the way I put it together. So I remember that. I remember the nerves of like when I was going to high school and just trying to get acclimated to growing. You know, we all are really insecure at that age anyway. It doesn't matter, elementary or up to high school. So I was just trying to adjust and get ready. Some of the teachers it was okay.
Yeah.
But now as a teacher I try to make sure that our first days are like electric. And we do that.
You teach at the Ron Clark Academy. Yeah. I feel like every day is a little electric.
Every day is a little
So
electric.
what's that first day of school like for you guys there?
Listen, so we try to create a first day of school moment where it's like pure magic. So, at our school, we have the house system. So kids will spin into the house, the incoming fourth graders. So their parents come with huge signs of which house they want their child to be inside of.
Okay. So you do the house selection that first day?
That first day. They spin the wheel the first day. And then we're off to class. But the first day, oh my gosh, last year we did a club RCA theme. So we turned the gym literally into a club. They had sections for the kids. The 8th graders came in. They always make a grand entrance. So they came in with these beautiful classic cars. One year they had a soccer theme, so it was like RCA United jerseys that was out there. So we always just try to do something that we make kids and people want to come back for more. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I love it. I love it.
That definitely sounds super magical. I would be much more excited about the first day of school if that's how my experience was.
Yeah.
How has your perspective of the first day of school changed from going from, sorry, my brain just went in like 6 different directions at one time.
Let's do it. I mean, you are pretty brilliant, Jordan.
Thank you. That is... I've been recently told to take the compliment and move on, and I'm still working on that.
Okay.
I think I see why you wanted him as a guest on the show.
Hey, man. Good compliments out here. Social emotional learning. That's what we're practicing right now.
Oh, true. Good. Let's go from the teacher side, I guess. So compare your first day ever. Okay. So 13 years ago or however to today. What are things that you used to do? There's a lot packed into this. I don't know if I should ask this as one question.
No, you should.
But,
I mean, I know what you're saying.
I want to just talk about like what
did you do before that you do differently?
Okay.
What did you swear by that maybe you're like, oh, actually it's the opposite now?
Man.
Just all that stuff.
So I remember when I became a beginning teacher, they gave us the Harry Wong book, First Days of School, right? Okay. And incredible book. Shout out to him and his team. I've never met him before. The unique thing about books and things like that in any scenario is that students are different in every demographic, every state, every city. So I thought that I was prepared with the first days of school. And when I closed that door, those fifth graders, I taught fifth grade my first year. They they didn't eat me alive, but it definitely caught me off guard. And what I was doing was I was trying to go through every procedure. I wasn't moving expeditiously. I didn't understand the purpose of when you say you do something, you stick to that. And it wasn't a lot of excitement on the first day of school. Now for us, we try to make sure that when the kids come in, there's music playing. We have our stuff already laid out. I don't spend as much time on procedures and things at our school in the beginning because it's like we take 2-3 days. This is what we're doing. We reinforce it, and then we're off into the content. Even at our school, the first 3 days of school, kids aren't allowed to speak.
Oh, interesting.
We have the whole school on silent. You can talk at lunch, but we have you inside of the classroom so you can know how the school maneuvers so you can make sure
in the hallways and everything?
We need to make sure that you are on point because we want to have visitors here as well. So being at RCA and being for my first year, it's shown me that expectations are like everything. And when you put it in the ground, like this is what it is, it sets a level of excellence that kids rise to. I think we dumb things down a lot, but when you look at how brilliant children really are, like I joke all the time and say how they can make 14 TikTok videos per day and edit them, and now they're doing streaming in real life. Like, this generation is brilliant. So if I'm a teacher now, I'm thinking, where can I set my expectations at for the first day? How they treat me, how they treat their classmates, how they turn their work in, and let's go through activities to reinforce that. The first day of school, I always do the cup activity where you have the plastic cups and you take this rubber band and you put a string around it and 4 people have to grab it and you have to build the tower together.
So hold on, I want to make sure I understand this. Okay, so you have is it 4 cups?
It's like 9 cups.
9 cups with a rubber band around all 9?
So it's 9 cups just laid out here in a row, and we have 1 rubber band, and then I take a string and tie it 4 different angles on that rubber band.
Okay, got it.
So like we all can pull it.
Sure.
You have to pull the rubber band and put it on top of the cup and place the cup on top of it.
To stack all the cups
exactly,
together.
to stack all the cups into like a tower.
Okay.
I do that every year.
Why?
Because it forces them to learn how to work together. So if I say treat each other with respect, if I say don't be too rude to someone, you can say it in theory, but now we're about to see can you really do it.
Yeah.
And now I get to reinforce my consequences. Now I get to have fun with them.
Yeah.
Hey, you all, guess what? I'm sorry, we had an accident on the job. You can only use 1 hand now. And now they have to do 1 hand, so now you see the kids with attitudes. They're like, move it this way, right? And then I say, oh my gosh, well, the company has been bought out. I don't know what happened. There's a company inside of Mexico that bought the company. You can no longer speak English. So now kids start making weird noises and sounds like the Rugrats and the Wild Thornberries from Nickelodeon trying to build it, right? So
someone walking by your classroom, what is going on?
But it's so cool. And I just believe the first day, just set the tone and have fun with them. You can have fun, but you can also mean business. And that's why I like working at RCA.
I recently heard something from someone that said, I think this is kind of in that tone of say what you mean, but you don't have to be mean when you say it.
Very true.
Yeah. And so it kind of reminds me of that, of like, hey, this is what we're doing. this is how we're going to do it, and we're going to get it done. I like that cup thing. I might make my kids do it at home.
You will learn so much.
Just, when they start yelling and hitting each other.
All right. Do it.
Let's go grab the string.
Let's go. Let's grab the string.
Put the towel together so she can cut up. Yeah.
Because I can see it in my head of like, if you have two kids who are pulling really hard, that rubber band gets really thin. It's not going over anything.
You have to communicate.
You have to,
Adults struggle with it. It's fun doing it sometimes, having adults do it. So I just think it's something cool to just show the intellectual level of kids, to see how they can be stretched emotionally, and teach them we're a community. And if we're going to get through this school year, y'all gonna have to work together.
Yeah.
And if someone acts out of character, well, you're going to be the first one to get the consequence of the new year. Congratulations to you. Let's talk to your parents after. For sure. I love that.
That's great. You said you play music on the first day. What's your go-to song?
Ooh, every year it changes. This year I have not decided yet, because I've been trying to do a better job of listening to what they listen to. And so I'm a 90s, 2000s, you can give me NSYNC, Usher, B2K, Backstreet Boys. We can go either way. Nowadays, it's a little, I don't even know the rappers' names or the kids' names, right? Like, I struggle with it, right? I'm still trying to adjust to the slang, right? The kids call it W teacher, like winning teacher. I don't know. So I'm going to figure that out eventually. What I've learned is a class building activity for the first day of school, to show them that they're a community. You all create a playlist. There must be no cussing inside of the song, and there must be clean in a way of, because just because a song doesn't cuss doesn't mean it's not clean, right? So
true. Yes.
Yeah, we.
My kids
right?
listening to.
I'm the generation from the windows to the walls out here, right? Okay? I had no idea what I was singing the entire time, right?
My kids love listening to the Kids Bop versions. I'm like, just because you take the words out doesn't mean that.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. You're right.
Pink Pony Club still has meanings.
It still has meaning, right? But it's something for them to do, to put together with the music. So, I like it. I got to figure that out. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out by tonight.
I got a mixtape for you. I'll send it to you.
Please do.
Yeah.
I'll take that mixtape all day. Come on now. We'll put a QR code up there for the soon.
In the show notes.
Yeah, in the show notes. Check the QR code for the playlist. I love it.
No, that's fantastic. So, you may have hit on this a little bit, but if you were to say what's the most important thing, if you were to boil it down, that a teacher needs to do, and you kind of said it already, of like setting those expectations, but to frame it in a kind of like practical, maybe this teacher it's their first day ever. What is something you would tell them to start doing? That's why I want to ask that question.
Okay.
Start on the first day.
The first day, I would say, back to your point, mean what you say, but don't say it in a mean way. Be direct. You can say, hey, I need you to sit down. And if they don't, take the smile off. I need you to sit down. And they're like, right? But I think you should go in there with confidence. You should go in there knowing that as an educator, you have the ability to spread magic, but that is also your domain that you run. And you must run it in a way that is loving and exciting, but also has boundaries. So on top of expectations, I've been really big on systems as well. What do you do when the kid says, no, I'm not listening to you? What do you do when they don't turn the homework in, when they are cussing at you, when they are putting their hands on each other? You need to have your systems out for misbehavior. You need to have your systems out for good behavior. I would urge every teacher to look at what is the system for you that you want to have for your class and your school. So if a kid throws a chair at you, what are you going to do? And you have to know that because anything can happen in 2025, right? So I would say definitely focus on your systems. And the best place to start at is behaviors. What is going to be the things that you reward kids for, and what's going to be your system when kids are misbehaving? Because they can't learn if they're misbehaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I would highly suggest.
I think I was thinking throw the chair back. But
sometimes it's a little tempting.
That might not be. Yeah. I think a good part 2 to this question actually is, what would you say to maybe teachers that this is their 10th first day of school as an educator? What's something that they're just, something you just want to give to them to help them out?
Thank you for still being in the profession. We love you, right? First off.
Yeah.
And I would tell them that to embrace this new space that we're in. I've really been working on this new speech that's centered around adaptability. And I know AI and all these things are new topics that we're getting adjusted to. But I would say embrace those things and learn how to have a little bit of fun with them.
Yeah.
And if you're in your 10th year, I would highly suggest go get that beginning teacher and take them up under your wing, because even though you don't have their class, you're not teaching their class, you're still a family at the school. You're still a work environment. And you don't want to see a coworker drown, because if they're drowning, then that grade level may drown. If the grade level drowns, now the school climate and culture is all up and down.
Yeah.
And now you don't want that issue, right? So I would say 10th year, go have some fun, go set the tone. You know, be at your door and speak, and next thing you know, other people are going to be joining at the door. Have the music going while the kids are coming in, and something for them to do on the board that they can immediately get into. Set the tone. If I'm going into my 10th year teaching, set the tone and have fun with it, from leadership to mentorship. Set the tone.
Yeah,
I really like that. Earlier you mentioned how you kind of were saying that you should always dig in those expectations. And I just really got a picture of, like, it's so much easier for your plant to grow if you take the time to dig correctly in the beginning, like, to really plan it well. And I just, it seems like you're just really emphasizing that. And that's just what I wanted to highlight again, because that just sounds really true.
If you start off strong, I think it allows the people and just the energy and the environment to know that we mean business. That's one of the things I love about being at the Ron Clark Academy, because Troy Kemp, who works there, says there's a lot of tall trees in the forest. And what he means by that is every teacher there is elite. Dr. Jones, shout out to you, Dr. Jones. She just got into the National Teachers Hall of Fame. They only picked 6, right?
Wow.
So when you see those things, it allows you to recognize that how can we set this thing off in a right way so that kids can respect what we're doing and also have fun? And you can see kids rise to that. So start off strong in the beginning. I think that's just an important thing to do, not only just in school, but in your life, with your family, friends. You know, set those boundaries, expectations, and have fun with it, because life is short.
Yeah.
Life is short.
That's great.
Those are some great questions right now in the first day of school. I need to start thinking more about it.
Into business. We're right into it.
Come on now.
We're going.
I love it.
But we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
Before continuing this conversation. It's been great. So everyone hang out. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad I did this in the middle of Michael taking a drink.
I didn't mean to. I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. Okay.
That was my fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. No, we're going to roll with it.
Okay,
we're just going with it. I have a question.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about before that first day of school.
Okay.
What do you do to prepare mentally or just curriculum, whatever? Like, how do you, that couple weeks leading up, because many people here, I think there's some that'll be back to school. I don't know, but there may be several that aren't quite there yet. They're ramping up. What do you do to get prepared for that first day of school?
Honestly, if you say a couple of weeks, like a month before school or 2-3 weeks, I do absolutely nothing. I have learned that from my therapist that rest is also being productive as well. And when you really sit down, and every teacher and leader will know this when I say this, when we first go on summer break, there is a period where your nervous system has to get used to not being on the go all the time. Responding and watching every kid, and where's my lesson going to be at a week from now? And I got to go to the staff meeting. Oh, I may miss my duty at carpool. Oh my gosh, what's going on in my own life? Did I make sure I text my partner? I love your nervous system is all over the place. So before I go back into school, I do absolutely nothing. I give myself a chance to be a human, and I think we negate that in education, and it's actually annoying because as an educator, who you are comes out into the classroom. That year I was going through my divorce and my 4th year teaching, that attitude and those words were coming out on my kids, not intentionally, but I was changing the emotional environment in the room because I'm a human first.
The overflow of your heart was spilling onto your students.
And then that's not fair to them. They didn't do anything. Bingo.
Yeah.
And if they are doing something else, it's an even crazier environment. So I tell teachers, man, take a moment for you. I know some people they don't like self-care. I'm not trying to hear that, because I know that my kids are only as good as I am. So this summer, what I did, it was 3 weeks. I did absolutely nothing. I didn't go to the gym. I played Fortnite, did different type of seasons. I ate crab legs and seafood. I had a couple of adult juices, right? I was just having the time of my life. I don't
know what those are.
Yeah, I don't know. You can find them in stores. I'll tell you later, right? I was taking naps. I was feeling emotions. I was allowing myself to be a human. But I needed that.
Yeah.
Especially before I go back into speaking to teachers and serving my kids. But as the weeks are leading up, my mind does kick into, in my unit plan, what am I covering this year? I try to make sure I give myself, because at our school, we follow the Georgia standards, but at RCA, we try to go above and beyond what we're teaching. So, for example, if I'm teaching, I always talk about the War of 1812 because I love it. If I'm teaching that one where the British came in and burnt down the White House, I'm in my mind thinking, well, how can I take that activity to another level? Maybe my kids need to start a podcast for social studies and they can present as a grade for each group. Like I'm thinking along those lines. And I'm really thinking about how I'm starting off in just a very strong way. So content, make sure that's in place. Expectations, make sure they're in place. And I try to just pick one thing that I can do throughout the year that will make my class be top notch, like another level. Last year was priority seating, all right? And I got to get used to that. This year, I really have to figure out how to make sure I tie in entrepreneurship into my classroom so I can model it for other teachers, because that's the name of the game for the United States of America and the world. So rest, check out your unit plan, get one thing you want to do magical this year. That's what my suggestions to them.
So when do you do your preparing then? If you're taking that break right before?
So if I'm doing my break right before, what I've learned is I don't necessarily have to rest the entire day. My summer routine and schedule, honestly, is I'll wake up maybe 8 or 9, I'll go to the gym, etc. I'll put in like work probably from 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So I'm giving myself 2 to 3 hours uninterrupted, some lo-fi music on with my headphones at the coffee shop, and I'm just checking back through the things. That's the luxury of teaching the same grade. Now, for teachers that are not teaching the same grade, and you have a new assignment, you have to go look at the standards in a deeper way and adjust. And I'm sorry for you, right? Because I know a lot of teachers get moved that way. So you just have to be a little bit more strategic with your schedule and prep earlier.
Yeah. There's 2 thoughts that I have. Sure. The first is you kind of remind me of looking at this, excuse me, of like athletes, football players. I love football, watch Bills fan. Maybe this is our year, probably not, but maybe. It's tough being a Bills fan.
I don't want to.
But I was doing some reading recently, and they said that they're the most fit right before that first game. So that off season for them is important, and to prepare. And from a mental standpoint, I completely agree with you and think that teachers need to take that time to rest and to prepare mentally because. I mean, I don't need it. I'm speaking to y'all. Yeah. Y'all know this. Yeah. Teachers know this, that after that first day hits, it's going. You can't stop the train. And that stress is just going to keep coming on. And there needs to be maintenance throughout the year for sure. The other thing is I just want to take as a parent, I'm not trying to come at you, Michael.
It's okay.
You have a blessing. Yeah. I mean, kids are a blessing too, don't get me wrong. For sure. But you have a blessing of you can take those weeks. And just to encourage those who also have kids of their own. Yeah. I just want to highlight them and make sure that they don't feel left out in what you just said.
And I agree. with that. And because you're a parent and you're a teacher, right? You're a double parent in a way, right? And you still have to be present for your kids. So I know when I cross that road one day, when I get engaged like somebody, it's just, inside joke, you'll catch it later. But what I would probably do is I would schedule, whether vacations or whatever, I would probably look into enrolling my kids into some type of 2-3 week
camps.
I can get a break during the day during that time, but also they don't get hit with a summer slide. They don't lose what they've built throughout the school year with their brains and stuff, right? And to your point, even with the athlete piece, because I was a former college athlete, I will rest my body, but we do have something called preseason where they ramp up the training like never before. So I think as a teacher mentally, as it builds up, the school year's coming, you do have to get your mind going about 60 miles per hour and get ready for the day that doesn't end. Like you said, it starts, it just doesn't stop. Great content. Great. Shout out to the teachers with kids. We love you more than you know. Okay?
Absolutely.
That's a different type. My mom did that. My mom's a school counselor. She may retire this year, and she had to balance both. And I respect her tremendously to this day for that.
Man.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you came from a family of...
Yeah, I'm the 4th out of 7. Yeah.
Your mama basically had a class all the time.
Yeah. So, and we actually were homeschooled for a period of time too. So,
really?
yes. And she also was a dance teacher also. So, all of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, not exactly the same in pushing curriculum and all that, but doing all that.
Now, we'll tell the truth right now in front of the podcast. You have any dance skills? Do you have any dance skills? We're going to find out.
I can't believe this is being outed on this podcast.
I had to put you on the spot. It's okay, but we're yes, no. You want to teach me something?
So the next question, Mike,
I love it. What's up?
What is going? I guess really, what is your mental when you're starting off the school year? Because I know even just starting maybe a new job, or going to a new school as a student, I think my focus was on my mental state, trying to not in a sense of that it can be weak, but just thinking of like, okay, what should I be focusing on? Right. What do I need to be totally locked in with? Like, what is your mental as almost 13 years at first stage of schools? What are you mentally locking in on these as you're going into the school and seeing these students' faces?
So transparently for me, this year has been a year of I feel like God sort of stress test all my systems. And I found out what was working in my 11th and 12th year is not going to work for me in my 13th year. We all obviously get better over time, and you'll recognize some tools just don't work anymore. You need stronger tools. So for me this year, I've really been focusing on my personal system. How does Michael take care of Michael first? Do you have your sessions with therapy? How are you going to make sure you attend church or whatever you do? Do you have your gym routine? What about your nutrition? And then, this is personally for me speaking, when you talk about mentally, when I first went to Ellen's show, my fifth year of teaching, one of the things that came upon me was people were saying, well, can he actually teach, right? So ever since that point in time, there's always an internal clock or internal motivation within me. Oh, I want to show you all. Every year, I want to make sure I get the results in my data to show that I'm more than just a person that can speak on stage. No, he can actually teach his butt off, right?
Yeah.
So my mental, last year I instilled into my 6th graders, if you come to the Ron Clark Academy and they are 7th graders now, and you ask them, what does GG mean? It means to go and grow. That was what I told them the first week of school. Y'all, we're here, we're learning, I love you, but our goal this year is to go and grow. Go and grow. I told them I did not want to be a hypocrite standing on stages and telling people how to love on kids, and my scores are horrific. So that's my mentality. How am I taking care of myself? Because I know I want to go hard this year. And then the internal mentality is, how can you make sure that your kids produce in such a way that it's undeniable? That people will want to lean in and be like, well, what are you doing inside your classroom or at your school? And that's the dichotomy of where I'm at in my 13th year. Just making sure that I'm showing up for them and showing that kids can learn from all different demographics, sexual orientations, or whatever the case may be. And that's how I start the year. That's a great question, Will. That's a great question.
That's why we brought him on.
Man.
That's why he's getting more screen time.
Come on, man. Yeah.
We love it. Yeah. I had a question.
I just want to come back.
Goodness, where did it go?
That's a blessing.
I'm just having fun.
But you have that creative mind, though. I think that's pretty cool as well. And it's actually modeling for teachers, because we call it teacher brain. We do it all the time, right? But how do you all feel in regards to seeing teachers and them coming in? What do you wish they could know? Like, what do you, from the outside looking in, not being an educator, what do you want to tell them?
Turned it
See how I turned it on them? Come on now. Come on now. I need to be
Welcome back to the first episode of Michael Bonner.
Now, welcome to the Michael Bonner podcast.
Please. I wish.
So you're asking
what's one thing that you would say to teachers? Because you all come from a different lens.
We do.
They're coming to you to get loved on. So what is one thing you want them to know?
I think the teachers that I related to most were the teachers and I felt that I could learn the most from, were the teachers that on that first day, they reminded me that they're a human. Yeah. When you're a student and you see that teacher out at the supermarket, that's talked about a lot. I feel like in the education community, students we get a little shook sometimes. We're like, "What are you doing out here?" But
you're not real. You're not human. What are you doing here? You eat groceries?
You eat?
Yeah, right. You eat. Yeah.
But the teachers that let us in a little bit, that showed us their flaws seems like too strong of a word, but in a way, their flaws, the things that they enjoyed, their joyful moments, they let us share that with them. Yeah. Obviously, there's a line somewhere for that, but those are the ones that I was like, oh, okay, like they're being real with us. And if they set that on that first day, that carried through for me all the way through, so that when they were talking about the War of 1812 or whatever, for some reason, it just clicked more into me to say, I want to listen to what they have to say.
I've actually seen it in my class this year. Go ahead, Will. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you're good. Yeah,
I saw that in my class this year because what I try to establish from the first day of school is the importance of using your language and your mouth to communicate how you feel in this classroom. So if you're having a bad day, please don't sit there like, like this in my class, come see me, Mr. Bonner. You know what? It's just a lot going on. And I'm just chilling today. And I don't know how to direct my energy in the class, because like I said, at our school, we're on the go. But when I told my kids, and I established at the beginning, it showed in my classroom environment in a good way. So when, for example, when my grandfather passed away, I was able to communicate to them, hey, y'all, Mr. Bonner's going to be off a little bit this week. I'm figuring it out. Because we've talked about emotions through the characters in the books and stuff we study. And believe it or not, those middle school students responded to that in a positive way.
Yeah.
They like, oh, we got you. So when teachers would come into our school and I still have to be on as Mr. Bonner, my students, believe it or not, that's why I love the class of 2027. They took on more responsibility and was engaging with teachers more and giving me more energy because they knew he's hurting right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me some first day of school. Let your kids know you're human.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah, I really like that. I think Mr. Longcar is probably the best teacher I ever had. He taught us U.S. history, world history, and government. He sat me down one day after class, and he's like, "Hey, Will, can you see me after class?" And everybody's like, "Ooh, you in trouble?" You know. But he had just learned that I had just gone through something very serious. And he just sat down with me and prayed with me, and we just had a really touching moment, across desks from each other. And I think that showing that humanity and that compassion as early as possible, I think just made me, I will never forget him. Yeah. I never will. And that just means the world right there.
I agree. That's why I try to tell all the experts and things, I believe relationships before content. They want to learn, but can you connect with them as a human being? And if you can do that, it's powerful things. That's why I play Fortnite with them. That's why I go to the games. That's why we have a little group chat. Like, for example, there was some generation Alpha, I think that's the group there, like Skibbity, there's some word they use, and I was able to put in the group chat, like, hey, y'all, what this word mean? Like, they were like, nah, don't worry about it, Mr. Bonner, you cool. Like, you don't even worry about it. It means a lot of different things, right? But it's and those, like you said, though, those are the things that it makes you want to stay in teaching a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So
I think the important thing, too, with using the vernacular and stuff, though, is to still be true to who you are.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you didn't just go in using Skibbity and potentially using it wrong or whatever, and then they make fun of you. Like, you were still kind of true to, what does this mean? You're giving them an opportunity to teach you, which I think is good, even if it's about something that's obviously never going to be on a test.
It's not. I may troll them this year because they have this thing where I guess the streamers like Castanat and all of them, they say chat, like, what's up, chat? Yeah. So I mess with my class and I go, well, good morning, chat. Let's go in and learn about something. And they bust out laughing. So you're all right. It's just connecting with them. And if it can be argued with the advancement of technology, especially on the first day of school, connections are more important than ever. And I just hope teachers, you set something in stone for connecting, like I said, with the cup activity. There's an app I use called playspent.org where they get $1,000 and they have to make it last for 30 days. And they like working with each other to try to see who's the best person with money. Like it's things like that shape the classroom and mold it into a community. I try to tell people that a classroom is a community. Any teacher standing in front of the class trying to do an iron fist and run it, you're going to fail in 2025. They are not having it. This group of students are way more advanced. They are way more exposed. They see everything on TikTok. I remember we just see things on Channel 1 News. Yeah. No, they see it all right now, right? Yeah. So those connections and having those expectations and boundaries, letting them know that you are the adult in the room, but this is how we're going to connect together, is going to be important.
Yeah. Michael, you are a fantastic encourager.
Thank you.
We've seen it a little bit here, for sure. Even when you came in getting ready, throwing compliments and everything. Yeah. Can you give just a direct encouragement as we kind of wind down this episode for everyone on their first day of school? Just give them that pep talk that you're so good at those.
Just look
teachers,
look
hey, listen.
Look right in that camera. For those listening, it's that camera. I know you can tell where I'm pointing.
Or this one, which one you want to look at?
That one right there.
Hey guys, how are you doing? So we just played tag and gave the kids to their parents, and now they're tagging us back, right? It's our turn to take care of the kids. What I want you to do this school year is to try your best in everything that you do. I think that's the best that you can ask. I try to tell people all the time, I believe in progression over perfection. There are going to be lessons that go wrong this year. There are going to be kids that have issues this year. You may have some coworkers that get on your nerves this year. There may be leadership changes and things this year. But what I want you to do is to lean into those moments. One of the things I've learned from my life is that when things happen, you can learn something very beautiful from it, right? Whether it was when the kid hit me with a chair during my fourth year teaching and I had to learn about behavioral management, whether it was when my kids were not passing and my principal told me that the reason why the kids are not failing because they can't read is they're failing because of you, Michael, your approach. All of those bad things that happen are just situations for you to experience victory. What's going to boil down to the school year is how will you respond when something bad does happen, when something doesn't go wrong. You have the capability to do it. Come on, this is 2025. You are a teacher. You are absolutely incredible. Every profession comes from us, so you have the intellectual capability for it. What I'm challenging you to do this school year is to embrace your humanity, to embrace the things that may go off, and see how can you make it even better. And it's going to be a great school year. Surround yourself with people that keep saying it even when it's not a great school year. Having the right community around you this school year is going to be pivotal. Stay away from people that like to gossip all the time, right? It's not helpful to anyone. So surround yourself with the right people, prep yourself if something goes wrong, and just make it a great year. Life is short. We have survived COVID. We are here live, right? If we're alive, we might as well go ahead and live and make the best of it. All right, so have a great school year. All right, and I need you to message me in my DMs if it's having a great school year. And if you're not having a great school year, we're going to just talk a little bit more and do more podcast episodes. You can come back here where we'll encourage you even more, people. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, man, thank y'all for having me. Thank you for the love, the laughter, and I love that what you're doing in helping educators is needed.
Thank you. We try our best. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
This was a great episode. Hey, we hope that everyone has a fantastic start of the school year. And like Michael said, even if it doesn't, it may not be, but it is. Yeah. You're here, you're educating, you're the ones that help our world continue to grow and continue to be. You guys are doing hard work, and we acknowledge that. Have a great school year. I'm ready to storm the castle of the new school year after that pep talk.
Hey, we're going to do it, baby.
So
have a great year.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's the end of the first episode of the second season. We'll see you guys later.
See you all later. I'm about to go learn some dance moves from Will now, so I'll talk to you later. Y'all are amazing.
Cool.
That was incredible. Do y'all have like bloopers for this thing? That would be insane.
That's why Chad said don't stop recording.
You can never stop recording, okay? We're about to do dance moves in Fortnite.